Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be doing just a little afternoon sesh of some Spire. Hope you all are having a lovely Wednesday. Where did we leave off at? Run history. I felt clad. Yes, clad. Oh, clad. Clad, oh, clad. With two fire breathings. And like nothing else. We did have a Snecko, but we really weren't doing Snecko things. So let us continue with some silent. Random rare relic could be entertaining with a hexaghost, some elites. Let's do it. Ooh, tough bandages start. Okay, well, I certainly want to go here. I don't want to die super quickly to some forced elites. But hello, tough bandages. Welcome. God, I love that whale. Who doesn't, brother? Hope you're having a splendid Wednesday. Good to see you, my man. Yes, sir. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Ample block. Ample damage. Okay, ample is a strong word for what's going on damage-wise. And ample, I would say, more of like the opposite of uh, barely sufficient. A regen potion. Okay, let's take a dagger spray. Just AoE. Nothing fancy. Take some max HP. Going along this way. Yes, sir. Thank you. No problemo. Yes. Indubitably. Here we go. And a swift punt. And is it too early to take a deadly poison? I have a hexaghost act, which makes me want to take some poison. So I'm gonna take some poison. Not bad, not bad. Okay. We're defending enough consistently in this fight to where I don't need to like try to be quick about damage while taking damage. Bingo. Man, I really wish this wasn't our first rare. I don't have any draw. Can't really make this work. Can only play it if there are no cards in your draw pile. Could just take a piercing whale and I'll be satisfied with that. Not feeling the doubt. Disagree. Go to the fire. Probably upgrading dagger spray, raw damage. The way to go. I don't need to sleep. I want to see more card rewards before. You can do that. Bingo. Looter might take my money. I'm not gonna lie. They might be taking my money here. Little shit. Oh, okay. Ayo. Good, the deadly poison at least. Getting not full value with this regen, but sufficient value. Considering how much I take from this fight. Sad. You do leave with a good chunk of my money. Eh. Take a dagger throw because extra block with the discard. Knobbers. Worried about the damage on this one. actually worried. Yeah, this is fine. And this is particularly good because these will not be in our next draw pile, right? So I can use Swift Pot right now. Ooh. Not bad, not bad. Hey, Tokyo. Welcome back. Good to see you, friend. Playing the best character, absolutely. And we have a tough bandages as their lose 6 max HP, obtain a random rare relic start. A bag of prep to go along with it, and acrobatics. And it is a Hexaghost act. I think I'll just be taking acrobatics. Draw and some block. It's hard to disagree. Ooh, Vajra. Touch of extra strength. With Dagger Spray extra strength, I think I can just take these guys. Oh, and 9 cards. I should be taking a few 0 cost cards potentially then. Let's do it this way. I'm looking to kill here. You did double attack. That's okay. Pog, Piercing Whale. Ooh. In a cultist pot, I don't think I can take Nightmare. Like, really, what am I nightmaring? Backflip is fine. Can I rest? Can I upgrade? What am I upgrading? Oof. Draw? Find some potions. Oh. I'll just take the flex pot for the immediate benefit. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh. Now I kind of wish I had the double cultist. Wish I had the double cultist. This might be as good as this gets. That's sad. Big turn 1 with flex at least. Yeah, that's why I was like, okay. That's all you can hope for, I suppose. It's a little scary. I'm a little scared. God, actually, I just might die. Could you imagine I just didn't use Cultist Pot? Because I was like, I can get there. I still can get there. Whew. Just stunting a little bit. Gremlin Horn. I take the Sneaky Strike if we're trying to discard. This Dagger Spray in. GG, no pot required. Well, other than the flex pot, but no additional pot at least, right? That's a dub. Definitely a dub. Easy does it. Oh, and Gremlin Horn. Already forgot, even though that's like 30 seconds ago. Endless Agony, not bad with considering how much we're drawing turn 1 and extra strength. Just snap that up. Oh god, this is so awkward. I don't have Dex. But I'm drawing pretty well, right? I don't... Mm, if I upgrade Neutralize, I feel better. Smith and Cultist. Yeah, I'm planning on Cultist regardless. I think I Smith the Strength. Especially with my draw. 1 second. Ugh. Been trying to get in touch with some people. But nope. Don't want to be busy. Okay. Cool. Just been trying to reach out to some people in Tennessee via email. Odd. And I kind of expect to maybe go back and forth with them today. Roleplay stream. Odd. That's a good turn. But what if I... I don't want to shuffle the Neutralize. I'm going to keep one of these Endless Agonies, because, right, it's only going to get better with Armavasha. Dagger spray me? Next turn is a little... Yikes. Do have Neutralize and Defend. Not dead. 1 HP. That's all you need. Living on a dream here? Easy. Who was sweating? I wasn't. Flex spot. Oh, the Storm of Steel Tough Bandages dream. Don't know if I can go by that. Burst also just being decent here, but I think it's just gonna be Wraith form. Almost too easy, indeed. I certainly don't mind the extra energy. I already have some draw cards. Actually, a decent amount of draw cards. And reasons to go into a 4th energy. The no longer resting, it's okay because we draw 9 and have ways to get some extra block in Wraith form in a Piercing Whale. Curse Key, I really think I want what I see from chest. Anything with some extra sustain would be nice, right? Give me the Coffee Dripper, and then we'll just get apparitions. That's my plan. It is Champ Act. And I think I want to go into these question marks into the shop, just begging for apparitions, and then like thwack, go into here, 2nd shot. I've taken a ring, but I respect the Coffee Dripper. Interesting, a ring? Maybe just because we've got the bag of prep already. I don't mind it in that scenario, but I think with the given draw cards we have, extra energy is a little bit more enticing. Not that I would like characterize it as wrong or something though. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Almost just lethal. Maybe if we could find like an extra strength, that'd be really nice. Footwork plus, upgraded for no reason. Look at that fat upgrade all. Absolutely, all day, every day. The issue is I don't love Kursky at the end of Act 1, and I'm not brave enough to take coffee, often albeit the Wraith form helps a lot. Okay, I got you. Absolutely. It is a tough call to make times. 85 for random. We can still get a Shock Relic. Ooh, that's some extra sustain, so we could just, in fact, pick up a potion if we want. Ooh. Frozen Eye Wraith form. Frozen Eye Wraith form. Frozen Eye Wraith form. Almost the apotheosis. Although I guess fires would have been like kind of useless, so not terrible. Crippling Cloud is also here. Don't think we're particularly excited about it. I would take it for a regular card reward though. Or to not take this Frozen Eye. Art reward not bad, but I don't think we really need 5 energy. Plus we are using some attacks. Just upgrade Wraith form, thank you. Wow, Act 2 is so easy. Give me the Piercing Whale upgrade, to be frank. Do I want to go to that fire, though? For, like, what upgrade, to be honest? It's just, like, flat upgrades, and they're not really enticing. Let's just go question mark, then. More card rewards are certainly viable. Put some poison down. Oh, 1 second. Cool. Easy lethal. Deflect. Even though we have the footwork, I don't think so. I'd rather just get discard mechanics and it's kind of doing the same thing. Ooh, I forgot about you. And we'll be good no matter what next turn. Turn after a little scary, but with Gremlin Horn, it's nice and easy. I would expect to use Flexpot in scenarios that I like absolutely need to, especially for the draw mechanics of it. And then, you could attack. So if I draw these two right now, I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Acro 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to play Sneaky Strike and then Wraith Form. So let's go ahead and do this. Easy. Cool. And we don't even have to attack the gremlins because we'll be intangible for 3 turns. I just might, though. Do I draw another? Yeah, because Survivor will... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm like killing. And like killing, I mean, I just am killing. Toxic Egg. Now Toxic Egg into Apparitions, please. I will take this Dagger Spray with the extra strength and Gremlin Horn. Centennial Puzzle. Are we drawing enough? Do I need to take it? I don't want to be taking damage, so it's kind of like a little counterintuitive, but we do have Frozen Eye if I want to add that factor in. I think it's still just hard to pass up on draw potential. Apparitions me. Oh. Well, this isn't bad. We draw 9. Sure. Orichalcum. I like Orichalcum with the intangibility factor, but again, like I'm not trying to take damage, so now it's kind of like it's awkward again. But this is okay here. Just do this. And I don't want to be intangible. Not intangible. I don't want to be entangled. So we do that. I'll still do that. Well-laid plans would be nice. Ooh, now you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my language. That would be nice. What do we got going on here? We're going to kill next turn. This Slaver. Some wounds, so I don't want to play you. I'll be taking 6 and drawing 3. $10, so 24, not lethal. Another 3. Oof. It's fine though. I mean, considering it's still pretty good. Slaver's Fight. Blade Dance with strength. Maybe, I guess. It's not really what I want to be doing, but like it's something I could say yes to. It's 20 damage is the thing. And I get to split it up. Great Poison, because it's a champ. Show me something juicy here. I like the Light Sweep. Not enough for both of these and card remove. Just 2 gold shy. So I'll take I think I'm just taking leg sweep deadly poison. And these potions are fun. Okay. I wish I had more valuable fires. I don't want to use basic attacks, I guess, if I'm trying to do poison things. Go ahead, use Endless Agony. Go ahead and use Whale. I did discard and break Orichalcum, but I think I'm fine. I guess I'd take Centennial Puzzle already. Kind of. Shellfang. And the fact that we're drawing so much with our fourth energy makes the poison work a little better. I don't think I want to draw. Not with Wele plans coming up. Not Wele plans. Like sweep. Could have hit that, but again... Oh, well, I should go ahead and do it, though. Because I don't want to draw that. Next turn. What you got in store for us? How's this looking? This is okay. Still good, like, hearty balance of what we're trying to do. So 32, you're going down to 52. This will put you at 44. Then next turn, you will split. So I'll go ahead and play this turn, turn off, and then next turn, and I don't know. I think I just try to draw, actually. Don't. That might have been the wrong decision, I'll be honest. No, it wasn't. Just kidding. Just draw the cards you need, forehead. Okay, but do you promise not to attack next turn? Please? Or at least don't be weakening me? So I have to use this no matter what. Awesome. Let's go. 2 bosses only required 1 flex pot each, right? I think. Or no, that was Laga. Yeah, easy peasy, thank you. Corpse Explosion. It's kind of interesting, like, but we also don't really need it because of Gremlin Horn and the little AoE we're doing right now. Now, it certainly helps with the Act 3 bosses of Donu Deca for sure. Some artifact strip and Act 4 elites. Can be more helpful with spikers, exploders, like, you know, just general shape fights. It is a little bit better for Repto. First, still not great. Snake Skull too, technically, yeah. I think I just take it. It's 10 poison, decent AoE. Can play. Frozen Eye actually helps Course Explosion much more. Well, okay. Easy Pyramid. It is Bird. Burning Elite in the middle. Do we want to go for all the elites though? I don't know. Don't know. Ooh, I like this fight with Force Explosion. Awesome. Easy. Let's get the poison down. Because can I kill this turn? Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I don't have any other side quests right now. So just kind of kill and move on. Tear? I think I'd take a tear. It's 0 energy. Helps speed me along, which I like. Vibing in the background. We appreciate all vibes, Dirkus. Welcome, buddy. Hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. Ooh. Upgraded skills. But Apotheosis isn't really something we even, like, wanting. I guess, like, a Master of Strat would be fine. Panache is viable. Sadistic Nature is viable. I think I'll just look at 2. Also, what's the block or panic button? Would be fine. Maybe I would look at all 3. Okay, let's look at all 3. All 3. Bandage up. Also, finesse is good. Sadistic Nature. There's Sadistic Nature. And Dark Shackles. Ooh. Ooh. These upgraded ones are also pretty juicy. Okay, so I'm taking Sadistic Nature because I want to speed up our damage. And I like it a lot here. Dark Shackles Plus excites me. Me too. I don't think I need the finesse. I think I can do this little side quest. I kind of like it. Is it of much merit? Not really, but it's of some value. You know? Hold on 1 second. Just one of those cards? Yeah. I'd agree. Cool. So... well, it's like the Terror, too. That makes us feel much faster now. For strikes hitting for 15. And Dark Shackles hitting for 5. Love it. Oh, lethal? Poison Pot? No, and I don't want these. Yeah, I think I'm good without Poison Pot. I think I can take these guys on. I am now, like, fast enough. 1 second. Alrighty, thank you for holding chat. When the wife calls, you answer. Let that be a lesson to all. But also, she rarely gets to talk while at work. She rarely gets a lunch break. It's just a little insight to the nurse life. Um, but all is well. So I was happy to be able to talk to her. So we've got some interesting things going here. Clockwork Souvenir. We've got the one single upgrade from War Paint into Survivor, and Sadistic Nature pulling some weight here. You gotta love it. Nurse, you say? Yes. She is in the medical ICU, so she takes care of severely sick patients as well as like oncology. So nursing. It is an absolutely uh, brutal job she's in. No, she loves it. It is, but it's exactly that. It is demanding there, Tokyo. It's crazy at times, and this new new job she's at particularly doesn't give them the like ability to get breaks much. So she just takes them as she sees them. Also love this prepared. I would particularly like a tactician. Do I need to do this? Yeah, I think I just go ahead and do it. Well, do I? Prepared for 6 block. We have footwork. We have Ralphie barking in the background. 6 block, 4 block, 10 block. Give me 1 second. Let me mute. Ten block here. We have the 3 decks, 3 energy. It's 11, so we still need to block for 24. Then let's see, 13. I'd be 2 block shy. Let's just go do this then. By drawing into that next defend. But yeah, be sure to thank a nurse if you get the opportunity to. I know that phrase can almost be like, it's a little overused. Or it seems maybe quirky, just the way it's been used in like social media at times. But truly, there are a lot of badass nurses. A lot of badass nurses. Now, don't get me wrong, the nurse that you might go into for the after hours clinic might not give a rat's ass about you. let's be honest. But that's also in every profession, right? There are people that are just like, they're just there, man. They're just there. They're just trying to get their bills paid. But for the ones that are like in a hospital and are busting their asses, yeah, they deserve a thanks, to say the least. Also for higher pay plus more staff being hired. Yeah, and she has been at a hospital that had higher staff, so she was able to take breaks, or at least take a breath and eat. At the one of the jobs she's at currently right now, she's gone a full 12 hours without eating or going to the bathroom, which is honestly like criminal. It is honestly criminal. But that's the reality of it, unfortunately. Real bad when people end up exhausted and burnt out due to a lack of breaks and long shifts. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. My wife, who's putting in the Lord's work with some of these patients and just dealing with some other fellow hospital staff, not getting to take a break, not getting to just eat a simple microwave dinner. It's crazy. It's crazy after a span of 12 hours. Come on. Like what are we doing here? Do I think society will ever fix itself? Am I optimistic? Do you mean do you mean in this regard of like nursing and hospitals? Or like generally? Because generally, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot to fix, to say the least. There's a lot to fix. Um, I'll try to maybe keep it in the span of the nursing aspect. Maybe. I think. Oh, you do mean generally. I mean, nursing is part of it. I'll start micro, then go macro. So, on the micro aspect, say for nursing, I think. I also think you take this power pot and noxious fumes. I think that for nursing, to improve the just BS of what they go through, it is very obtainable. I think it could just be a matter of legislation in some capacities, as coming as a person from the legal field. Um, that might be also optimistic to say, oh, a law is going to change everything, but still, like, laws can only do so much. You still have to have people act upon them, right? Um, so I think it's definitely doable. I think the nursing and how they're just treated like crap can be. I think that's solvable. As far as on the macro of society fixing itself, hmm. That I'm also just generally not an optimistic person. I would consider myself very realistic, but I wouldn't consider myself pessimistic. I am a person that can hold out hope at times, but also know when to. I don't want to say give up, but to see reality and like understand and expect what is coming your way or what you might have to deal with. On the overall scale of things, I suppose I would say no because I feel like there is always circumstances that will allow for people to not proactively call for change, whether they're too lazy, whether they're too accustomed to what they're brought up in, whether they benefit from the bad things that other people are enduring. Um, I guess just this. I'm already full and I've got like all upgrades. I think it's quite evident that just pure like progressive change is not as obtainable as it may seem because there's always going to be people who can benefit from it otherwise, and typically those people find themselves in positions of power, which is really sad, but it's very true. You consider yourself somewhere between a realist and pessimist? Yeah, I think I definitely almost line up with realism, and then I have some variance, right? And I think it's subject specific with that, which is fine. I don't consider myself hypocritical. I think you're allowed to make different kinds of decisions based on whatever the category calls for. I think it'd be moronic to say I'm always this and no exception applies. Agree with all that? Yeah. That's the sad thing, right? You want change, and a lot of people advocate for change, and then it just either doesn't come soon enough, or doesn't come easily enough given how simplistic the solution could be. Like you have to climb a damn mountain just to get some basic equality. And over, I mean, still over centuries right now, if you just look at the US. But so, as far as society just fixing itself, I would say no. Not like, not just, it's certainly not going to happen overnight. I think, not that like I'm necessarily an advocate for revolutionary actions, but I studied social movements some because so my bachelor's is in criminology, which is a branch of sociology. So thus in sociology, I did study social movements and understand what it takes to have action in times of discourse and when you want things to happen. You need a lot. You need a lot of action. You need a major force. You need consistency. You need unwaverability, and you need you need majority. Um, and you need something that's very actionable, I guess. If you look at all social changes that have happened in, say, just the past century, it's required a lot of action, to say the least, if not borderline revolution. If you just look at civil rights movement, that required a lot of uniformity, a lot of advocacy, and it definitely did not happen overnight. For a modern example, actually, just right before COVID, you can look into Hong Kong with the what's called the umbrella movement, and basically how Hong Kong wants to be its own sovereignty and not fall subject to the controls of China when it was formerly under the control of Britain. It's currently under a 50-year, basically, like transition period, which is really weird. I don't know if that's ever happened before. But for the Hong Kong citizens that don't want to be under China's control, they've had to basically create a movement of anti joining with China, and they've had to rigorously stand up against it. And China is no uh, entity that is just going to fold over based on what a population wants. And mind you, a small population in consideration of the major government. So, thus, with big wishes come big plans and big actions. It's certainly not it's certainly not a situation where it's gonna just fix itself, right? You have to have basically revolutionary actions if you want such desired result. China is a huge rabbit hole. I'm not going to get into it any further than Hong Kong wanting to separate because I don't think it needs to be said. It's pretty self evident, right? Not that I'm like, oh, I'm afraid of China, but what else is there to say? It's messed up. It's messed up. Also, involuntary servitude that goes on in the country is, I don't know. I just don't. I can't fathom an entity, a governmental entity, indulging in practically modern day slavery in concentration camps in the 21st century with the way they treat Muslims in their country and subsets of such. Messed up is the nicest way to put it. Oh, and yeah, I mean, you can go on with more examples. One of those is just factories, and then um, just so on. And the Muslim genocide is really what you would refer to it as. True. It's it's insane. It's insane. I want to lose buffer. I am gonna do this. It's crazy. It is crazy. So, upon reflecting on what is going on with that and North Korea, yeah, exactly. Exactly. The fact that all these still happen in the 21st century. The notion that society will fix itself, I don't think is accurate. Not to say, like, I hate how you phrase that. I just don't think it's gonna fix itself. It'll require major action. How so? I don't know. Each each of these different points in the world could, I don't want to say it would be the start of the next war, but it's it's certainly how do I do this? Did I mess up? I might have messed up. Oh no, you would die to thorns. Ah, you're still hitting me. Okay. Oh, but okay, fine. Yeah, it's crazy. World is crazy. It will never not be crazy. I don't think there's ever a time where it's just like all is right now with the world. I think that's a little optimistic is not the word. I would use a little harsher word. Um, maybe foolish is what you could say. Oh, hold on, another email. I've been trying to get in touch with. Okay. So, yeah, it's sad. That's the world. You just have to move on with it. I've been just casually kicking ass this round. Oh, thank you. Maybe I should stop focusing more on what's going on and just talk about, you know, like modern events. Because I have to be honest, I am just kind of cruising. I don't know how much strength I want to give you. I don't have any other powers besides noxious fumes and this wraith form. Okay, we do have a piercing whale for the next change, so let's do that then. And I want to keep terror for the next phase. I want to keep bandage up. I am willing to discard bandage up soon though. Cool. Am I for or against the death penalty? I am against it. Um, Now, there are tons of bad people in this world, and you could say, what about all the most corrupt people that have power in this world? Don't what like do they deserve it? What about the people that like murdered? I don't know, say any like mass shooting or something. That I mean, it's harder to be like, they shouldn't die, you know. But I think it's still just a form of like brutality. Oh god, do I just have to go into wraith form? Also, my sensitivity just went down for some reason. Um, this is where I get optimistic. I believe that like there is a nugget of like goodness in people, or um, a lot of the things that have made them bad have been from a lot of the nature around them. Not saying it's not their fault, but they are still actors of it. But also, they are. I need to turn up the sensitivity. It's a little better. I don't know. Maybe my mouse pad's dirty. It is dirty. I'll be honest. um, you have to take accountability for your actions. At the same time, like because of the environment you've been around and what you've learned, does that mean like you should be discarded as like a piece of trash? I don't think so. That's kind of how I look at it. Now, it doesn't mean like maybe you'll spend the rest of your life in jail. Sure. Um, I hope for something more optimistic than that, but or programs. Let's do this. Programs that can help reform you. I'm very much into reformation, big time. Let's do. Okay. Major advocate for reformation. I think there's a possibility of everybody being reformed. Um, Maybe not by methods that are currently employed. In some countries, they're very good about reforming their citizens. I also forgot piercing wheel. I'm such a dumbass. Okay, so maybe I'm not good at just talking and just letting things go on. Really, I think it's just been like I can click, and then I click, and I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have clicked. I think there are methods of obtaining reformation. There's a method that's been employed. I can't remember where. Maybe in parts of the U.S. Maybe specific prisons where they practice a form of like yoga meditation. Maybe it's not yoga. It might just be straight meditation. But it starts with a V, and I can't remember the name of it. But it's really about inward um, reflection and understanding what has led you to this point in life, basically. Like, what are your tendencies? What have you survived through that is not normal, but you've created to be your normalcy? And that has affected your level of development. Oh, shit. Okay. Um, and as well as for perpetrators of violent crimes, being able to go through a therapy with said victims or victims' family and understanding how you've hurt them. I can just kill here, right? Oh, there's bandage up. It's very reformative to say the least. and I think is a proper approach in like handling people, right? I'm not very much pro this person messed up. I don't want to say messed up lightly, but like they've committed some potentially atrocities. Um, and then this is like they forfeit their right to life, even though they may have taken life. Doesn't mean they were acting soundly in that decision. As people outside of that, I think you have the ability to weigh everything, potentially clear of any biases you might have of it. I don't know. But if the victims were to not feel like that's enough, well, I understand that feeling. Uh, and wanting more. I've had friends and family, not necessarily victim to malicious crimes that have been to the height of like murder or death penalty. But I have friends and family who died because of at the very least, negligence, if not recklessness of people's actions, and have personally felt, oh, I think that person got off, say, easy. But still, I don't think it's my place. I don't think it's my place for that judgment. And say if my judgment had some sort of effect, like say let's play this hypothetical. Why not, right? Say a family member gets murdered. My family member gets murdered. But that perpetrator gets the death penalty. For some reason, or it is being decided whether the death penalty. For some reason, I am called upon whether that person that committed such act against me should get the death penalty or not. I don't want to say that I am like this all perfect person and be like, oh no, I they shouldn't get the death penalty. Like these are my beliefs. I'll probably feel like whatever they did really hurt me, and it's inevitably changed my life for certain. Do I think that my feelings get to dictate whether another life is going to be taken? That's where I'm pretty hesitant. I don't think so. I don't know if that's objectively true or not. That's it's kind of like my truth. Take it as you will. But I'm not saying that's objectively correct. But that's kind of what I have found to be my philosophy. And I don't think there's an easy answer one way or another. I think to say there is an easy answer is almost um, dismissive of the issue itself. I appreciate your thoughts. Your insights are interesting. Well, thank you. And full disclosure, I am just 26, but I find like I am a person who is very reflective. Does that mean I'm objectively correct? Oh hell no. Again, I'm just a boy, as we all are to a certain degree. No matter how much age you've come across, you have biases and you have reasoning for your thinking that's been influenced by the events that you've lived throughout your life. To say that is superior than another person's, it's pretty difficult argument. But that's what I have found to be at least my belief, and I take, I don't know if comfort is the right word. I am complacent with what my beliefs are, and at least my rationale of them. And here's the thing: I think this is the best thing. Now taking it even further back, if you can listen to somebody who has different thoughts and different rationale for said ideas, and that rationale is at least plausible, I think you stand to learn something. And I don't think you can just outright dismiss their feelings of it. And that can lead you to understanding that person. That can lead you to understanding that idea and their particular rationale for coming to said idea. And I think that's a step towards humanity. And really, that's like, I think the least you can do at the end of the day. Now, are there ideas that are stupid? Yes, yes, there are. There are definitely dumb ideas. Um, but for ideas that are not, I'd say, in your familiarity, um, you owe it to at least listen. That's my TED talk. Thank you for coming. And again, I can understand. So then, taking it back, I can understand why somebody would be pro death penalty. Um, Hell, let's I don't know. Look at the most recent mass shooting. I don't even know. Okay, the Uvalde. How about that? In Texas, the school shooting of little ones that were killed. It's For me, it's hard to be like, yeah, that person deserves a chance at life. Or they are prone to reformation. They can, I don't know, salvage whatever life they have left. If that person's alive, I can't remember if that person died or not. Um, I would, I would get it. I don't know if that's the right call. I don't know if my decision is the right call. I know it's not an easy call, to say the least, and especially with a person who's taken such meaningless, violent actions to have the chance of their life still, while they've commanded the forfeiture of others' lives. It's pretty tough argument to make, right? 38. So I'm losing my buffer here. Quartz explosions at the very end, right next to Wraithform. You gotta love it. Used to be pro death penalty, still to a degree, but there's two big issues I see. One being the risk of a false conviction, which we know has happened all the times. Absolutely. Um, Especially, like, we were kind of talking about this a little bit in the morning stream of we were talking about the legal system and those who are discriminated against it, which, you know, quite frankly, in the U.S. system, African Americans, go figure. It's no like hidden secret there. Um, and the other issue being how to decide what qualifies as bad enough. Yeah, yeah, because I think it's easy to look at, like, say, like, if you are pro death penalty, overwhelmingly persuasive cases that are where, say, they just kill a classroom. be like, yeah, that's outright forfeiture, their death or their life, right? Um, but when you start going backwards or like lessening the scale, right? What is sufficient? What is the threshold? And that could be subject to the state's wishes, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really keen on what should be either or. But that is a tough decision, right? Like, how can you tell? I'm trying to like not be overly encompassing with specific acts because I mean, I've studied some criminal law. I know what acts do qualify as murder, what qualifies as, say, voluntary manslaughter, what qualifies as involuntary manslaughter, blah 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 blah. But let's say like how many murders are enough for the death penalty? One? Okay, maybe like can you say okay, one person acted in the heat of the moment, um, and they have high redeemability of life. What about two? Okay, like two different instances. Where was there justification? Where are they malicious in their actions? You know, so on, so on, so on. Where is that divisive line? Do you want to try to just be, I don't know, a little basic with it and say three strikes you're done? That's a problem I certainly have with it, and I think you're right to having a big issue in that regard. Hey, semicolon. We are having a serious talk. Uh, we have been very philosophical actually past 45 minutes while I've just been autopiloting this poison run. Um, we are talking about the everybody's favorite topic of the death penalty. Um, calipers. Ooh, bullet time is interesting. It might conflict with Clockwork Souvenir. Not likely, at least for turn one, because Heart will inflict us with vulnerability. Autopiloting like a pro for the record. Well, thank you. I think 3K hours can help me go autopilot enough. At least, I mean, just enough because I've still made some mistakes. But at least poison being and some intangibility definitely being one of those runs where you can just clock out. Concentrate does give me some extra block. We haven't found as much discard as we wanted to. Um, Sufficient enough, but like no gamblers. So a little sad. I might take a bullet time. It is a pyramid, right? I mean, I guess the reason for both of them is pyramid. This can help me more frequently to at least play strikes rather than discard them. Uh, okay. A mid. We do got a mid. A mid. And no setup relics. Yeah, our only side quest, which we took at the Act 3 event for the colors cards, the Tesseract, was Bandage Up. Now, from that event, we also picked up Sadistic Nature, which was not upgraded, in Dark Cycles, which was upgraded. That was a pretty good event for us. I don't think I need Flex Pot. I'm happy to take Power Pot if it's footwork, poison, wraith form, and by poison I mean I guess Noxious Fumes or Envenom. Wraith form, The after image, it's 5. Tools, okay, yeah, seems pretty good. And dex plot for just more block and calipers, yeah, I think so. And arrow damage is more poison, so we're chill. Turn 1 Noxious Fume seems pretty good. Do I need to play this right now? We do have Ornithopter, which makes it a little weird, but we also, in the same breath, we have Piercing Whale and Buffer, so we might not be taking little chip damage, so the 5 heals at a random time in the future might not be important. Instead, the immediate effect of this might likely be. Probably. Yes. No, no. We don't really have shivs. I think Blade Dance is our only shivs. So probably just Envenom. More poison. We have the thing. We have the thing. Oh, Sadistic Nature. Oh, yeah. That I was thinking of Catalyst. But Sadistic Nature is in itself pretty nice. Also to be able to remove artifacts after second phase. That'll be juicy. Where is Sadistic Nature? Okay, well. And Footwork at the end. All the more reason to just go ahead and play that, right? We have Calipers, so let's go ahead and play these 2 defends for a Horncleat at home effect. Do you have Buffer? And no way we're not losing Buffer. I don't know if I'm ever really using Bandage Up. I think it's just clogging my draw, and so I say adios. Again, just draw. But semicolon, yeah, we were talking about death penalty. We were exchanging ideas about the potential forfeiture of life. You don't have to get into it if you don't want to. That's the beauty of this stream. Anybody can chat when they want, as long as we're respectful of each other's ideas and rationales. Og. Don't take damage. Well, what about this? Do I want the 1 extra card? Do I want the 1 extra card? The Crippling Cloud, kind of interesting. Once we do, or like 4 artifact strip, or just for the weakening in general. Because I want Terror down, I want this down. Yeah, let's do it. I think we're going to cripple to get weakened down for longer. I think we're trying to save this. Or both of these? Both of these. It's okay. Just that way I can get through and play Catalyst. Right, I forgot about Noxious Fume, so not as pressing. But I think we just go ahead and Wraith Form, right? Bullet time, definitely coming in handy too. You have you have some puppy vouchers to cash in, evidently. Puppy is on the main floor. I can go get said puppy. She's barely a puppy anymore. Oh my god, she's a year and a half now, but she's still a puppy. She's my puppy. But you're welcome to redeem them. I can certainly do that. Order. I need to create some more channel points redemptions. What that would be, I have no idea. She can chill, but I'll use them. Dogs are great. Dogs are great, and I have to be honest, I love my dogs so much. They are absolutely amazing goobers. Now you definitely hear them throughout stream, barking at the Amazon truck and barking at innocent like kindergartners that play outside in front of our house quite often. But they're still great. They're amazing. The epitome of wholesomeness. Absolutely, they're amazing. Whew. Well, Silent did silent things. I can't say I had much agency in the matter, if any, truly, to be honest. I definitely clicked the good cards. Um, yeah, what else? What else can you really say about that run? Starting with so much draw and just block, and the extra little leap of damage right here. This was great for Act Two. By here, we practically won. Practically. Well, actually, probably here. And then this was just GG. Definitely Pog. Thank you. Thank you. That is gonna do it for me, because I think my wife will likely be home early today, which is great because we have some Yellowstone to watch. After a month of bar studying and back to where she's been busting her ass as a nurse, she's amazing. She has worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row. 4 of those were 12-hour shifts. What a badass! Again, think your nurse. So happy to actually get some time there. Tokyo Link, thank you so much for the sub. It's been a pleasure to have you in chat. Been quite a delight. Some lovely conversation. Thank you for the subscription. Also, let me to close out the stream. Why don't I get one of those doggos on the house? On the house. Although I guess you don't really have much else for your channel point redemption, but I really do mean to um, supplement those rewards. I'm also open to any ideas for said reward choices. But because of such a lovely stream this has been, we got to get the goldens in action. Also, if you want to see some more of the goldens, feel free to join the Discord. There's a link in the Twitch page. We have a little community and post pics of dogs. Mostly that's it. Just each other's dogs that we all know each other's. But we went to Golden Retrievers in Golden, Colorado Festival early last month, where there were 1,000 Golden Retrievers, just like our lovely little angels, which is absolutely amazing. Let me go get them real quick. The Goldens. Hello. Oh, you're right there. You're on the steps. Hey, honey. Hey. Hey. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yes, he's a good girl. Hello. Oh, okay, you big girl. Oh, oh God. She is 80 pounds, by the way. This is Honey. She's a year and a half. Oh, are you gonna just like curl up on my chest. You're not really my lap dog, but you are a cuddler. Okay, thank you. Um, she is. Oh Jesus, she is Ralph's daughter. Ralph is.
Oh.
Yes, you are. Ralph is almost 3 years old. Will be 3 in May. She is just a year and a half. Thank you. I do love cats. Both my wife and I have grown up with cats. Our landlord doesn't allow cats, but does allow dogs. Isn't that wild? Whew, Jesus. Mind you, we have these two 80-pound golden retrievers, but a simple feline will not be permitted here, apparently. Although we want a cat in the future. I think when we're uh, going to Tennessee, whenever we inevitably move back, we'll be getting a cat or two. Yeah. Say hi. Yeah. Ooh, can you get a little closer? Oh, Jesus. Yes. Oh, yes. My big girl. She's also a major cuddle bug. Oh, do I have a... I should... Do I have a chatting? Hey! Here's my awful camera. Also, don't mind the like big ass Costco Cheez-It box right here. It's for her, I swear. Oh, yes. What's up there? Oh, you see a toy up there. There is a toy up there. She has a little elephant. She's photogenic. Thank you. She is. She is absolutely sweetheart. She's a major cuddle bug. She sleeps between my wife and I, long ways, like a person, and literally rests her head on the pillow. Mind you, she is, like we said, she's about 80 pounds. And when she stretches out, she's about 5 feet in length. You are actually happy just to be up here. Okay, maybe you are a lap dog. God, even though you're a big girl. Well, again, that's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, Tokyo Link, for the subscription. Much appreciated. This is something I do want to be doing long term, so every bit helps, and I'm flattered, truly. We will be live tomorrow morning. I expect at least. If anything happens, it's because we're actually getting 18 inches of snow here in Colorado. So I might be driving my wife to work. I know my work's office is. I might be later. I might be longer, but we'll see. Stream should be happening though, and we'll be playing Project Zomboid. And we'll be RPing as Charlie Kelly from It's Always Sunny. So that means we'll be illiterate. We'll be drinking all the beer and eating all the cheese that we see in Scout. We'll be slow learner. We'll be clumsy. What else? Oh, we'll be a baseball player when the gang does hogs. And other things. So that'll be pretty good. Hope you all have a lovely Wednesday. Oh, choice out of X games. That might be a good reward. I have some games that could be pretty fun for stream. Or if not, even just like some innovative like web browsing or something. Something cozy, something maybe exhilarating. Be happy to. Until then, take care everybody. Hope you all have a lovely Wednesday. Take care.